Hello everyone, this is Aya from Hinawi Software. In this video I will be talking about the new features and options and reports which are newly added to Hinawi Software desktop application in the release of February 2020. So basically we have new releases and new packages almost about every month. Those features and options are basically related to customer requirements. Any client who has something new in mind, a powerful feature, a very important, required, needed feature or option to be added in the software is internally implemented by our IT department and programmers in order to deliver the right options and features and deliverables for you. So let's talk about the February 2020 release. As we can see here, it's about 2.5 pages since we added a lot of features in February. So the first feature, which is to add a create cash invoice and credit invoice for the selling amount of disposal of assets. So basically, those cash invoices and credit invoices were both added in the disposal of assets, especially for the selling amount of the disposing assets. So regarding any disposals of assets, there wasn't previously added any cash invoice or credit invoice for the selling amount, but now it's added efficiently and in a powerful way. Next, we added the closed balance of the disposal account. So system will create a journal voucher. Of course, this is based on client requirements, as I said, and now we have the closed balance in the disposal account. Previously, there wasn't any closed balance, and now it's successfully added in any disposal account, which will automatically create the journal voucher. So whenever approaching or reaching this step in disposing of an account, you can have a closed balance. You can close that balance, and then the system will allow you to have the journal voucher created. Also, we added a duplication of bank transfer. This is one of our clients requested it because it will make it easier for them and it will take less time to have the bank transfer duplicated instead of from scratch working on that or taking some time to add or insert anything in this matter. So we have added it as a way of assistance and for the sake of time, of course. Also, we have added the real estate transactions in the profitability report by class. This means that one of our reports in the system is called the profitability report. You can find this profitability report in the reports menu. So we added a newly transaction here feature for real estate by class. We also added the collected amount and the deferred amount in the profitability report. So both of these 2 points cover the profitability report in Hinawi Software. One of them is by class and the other is filtering by unit or building. So we added the collected amount. Also, we added the deferred account, both of them in the profitability report. Next, we added the real estate notice printing for multiple customers. So basically, this will allow the printing feature of the real estate notice. Whenever there is a notice that must be alerted to clients or customers or users that they must be alerted about and informed about, now we have also added not just the alert feature but also the printing feature. So this was a very powerful feature because it serves as a more powerful control. And here we added the food type and also the price in the employee profile. This is related to the HR module now. So for laborers or for employees who were being served specific types of foods, so now those users will be able to know in depth what is that type of food which was served for the laborers and other employees, and what was the price of that food being served for them, especially in the camp report. This is found in the HRMS reports menu. and this is found in the profile of employees. So now both types and prices are added successfully. We also have added the setup in payroll policy regarding those 2 points. The first point is not being able to generate salary sheet if test period is expired, and the second point is not being able to generate salary sheet if labor contract is expired. Of course, this is for control purposes, because how comes like a person who has his or her test period expired still have the salary sheet generated? Once the test period is expired, the user must take action, whether, for example, to increase or adjust that test period, or whether to transfer that person to standard, to just normal employee, rather than just having it expired. The other point is that if contract itself is expired, since we have in the setup of the HRMS module specific selections and options for contract expiry. We can either select as automatic generation of contract and renewal of it, or specific time, many different options. So here, if any employee has his or her contract expired, then how comes the salary sheet will still be created? It doesn't make sense. So this is for control purposes, in order to understand and know whether this employee deserves for his or her contract, for her salary to be created based on the contract, if expired or not. We have also added a scheduler for the following points. We have added job in progress list and AMC list for active customers. So those 2 parts, annual maintenance contract and job in progress list, were added for active customers. Unpaid invoices and unpaid contracts schedulers were also added. We have also added a new report for job in progress list and an AMC list for expired customers under the menu job in progress. So as we can see here, reports are continuously being updated and added in order to cover the most points requested, the most details required and existing in the system. We have also added fields in the employees, departments, properties, units added in the payment voucher templates. So here in the templates, what we mean here is the design templates. So whatever we want in the templates to be designed in order for it to be printed accurately at the time of it being used, we have added new items, new fields basically in those templates, which will be designed based on client policies, based on their basically requirements. So that's why we have added more fields for the employee, department, property, the unit added in payment voucher templates. In addition to that, we have added the tenant balance and to be able to view the unpaid contracts of the tenant in pre-terminate lease agreement. So we have also covered this point, and we have added the check number and the bill number in the general ledger and also the general journal. So those were previously not added, they were not existing in the system, the check number and bill number, but now they are successfully added and will be used and seen efficiently. We have also added the file number in the employee detailed report with documents and salary. So this was a request actually by one of our clients. They have requested to see the file number in both the employee detailed report and in some documents and also in the salary. So this was successfully added. Also, we have added the printing for the payment reminders in the lease agreement with templates. So previously, payment reminder in lease agreement was there, but without the printing feature. Now we have added the printing feature for those. Also, we have added the unpaid invoices reminders with the printing option. Same as above, printing option was added for the unpaid invoices reminder, for the unpaid contracts reminder. Basically, different kind of reminders now have the printing option available for them. Also, we have added reports, new reports under the purchase reports. So in purchase reports, which is found in the reports menu, we have added those three main points. First one is the report for unpaid bills, more specifically by customer job, then the unpaid bills by vendor and customer job, of course for vendors, and we have added the cost and the expenses by vendors. So those 3 points of reports were added to the purchase reports. We have added the memo in credit invoice, cash invoice, and credit memo templates. So in the design templates where users will be able to design it the way they want, now they have the memo available for them to add or insert any notes they want. We have also added a new report for Social Security. This was one of our client requests in Jordan. So they have requested this in order to see an independent report for Social Security in the HRMS reports, which will cover the aspects they asked for, the percents, a calculation based on total salary. We have also added this and will be seen in the salary sheet reports for the HR employees, of course, and in the salary sheet summary more specifically. So this is the path in which they will be able to see that newly added report. First by going to HRMS reports, and then salary sheet reports for HR, and then finally viewing the summary salary sheet. We have also added the bill number in VAT reports. We have also added in the system to allow to change the journal entry transaction date for the disposal of fixed assets. So of course, this is very important because you will be able to change the date for the disposal of fixed assets, especially for the journal entry transaction date. Thus, this date will be able to getting changed for the disposal when fixed assets have the disposal of them. And also you can adjust that journal entry while replacing the returned checks. But here we have two types, because in the returned checks, some of them are fixed and therefore not possible to change or adjust in the journal entry, while others definitely will allow you to adjust and change easily and efficiently, especially using the debit accounts receivable to the bank. So credit here is bank and debit is accounts receivable. We have also added the vendor transaction number in the bill reports. So here a newly added option in an existing report is added, which is the vendor transaction number. Accounts payable filter option is added in the vendor balance, detailed and summary report as well. So both detailed and summary reports now contains the filtering options regarding the accounts payable, and it's added in the vendor balance. So both detailed and summary report of vendor balance contain a filter option regarding the accounts payable, which is also requested a lot. And finally, we have added a memo in the customer balance detailed report. Memos usually are very important because they allow clients, users, and customers to add whatever note they have in mind in order to be reminded about it, in order to be informed, to understand it further, to just have more details about the item they're looking for. So as you can see here in this PDF, there contains a lot of features added throughout the year, but this is the latest one so far. You can find it easily from Hinawi Software desktop application through going to this icon right here in what's new. Whenever you click on it, it will make it easier for you in each update and in each package to know what parts in the system are now being added and updated successfully. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and also make sure you watch our other videos and stay tuned for our videos in the future. Thank you.